Let's lower my desk a little bit. My chair's already as low as it goes. Wiggum is napping right behind me, of course. I don't have any water. What is going on? Oof. I need to. Hi, hello. And hello for anyone watching L replay. I need to put on some makeup so that I can film. I have like three, maybe 4 videos to film. So love the pink on you. Thanks. I have it linked in Linktree under shop my posts. So you can go look at that if you'd like. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh my god, you hear that person stomping upstairs? That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Stomping all around. How far along are you now? I am 8 months. 33 weeks. Very exciting. Hi. Eliza, how we doing? Yeah, happy Saturday. Oh my goodness. So a quick update from yesterday or last night's video. I posted a video saying that Jessie Lee Ward was leaving the scam because she had alluded to that, saying that she was basically leaving Prove It, but she isn't leaving Prove It. And then her original, not original, but second announcement post made it sound like she's not going to be a distributor anymore, but she is. So it's very not confusing, but just annoying. I mean, what do we expect? She's annoying. But yeah, she is still a distributor, still has her team, but now she's going to be the VP, basically of sales development. That's the easiest way to phrase it. The VP of sales development. And that's a corporate job. So it's just so weird. So weird the way that her team was phrasing it. They're like, I can't wait to come with you. Can't wait for this ride. And it's like Mary Frances, you're not going to the corporate side too. What do you think? Your whole team's going to get cubicles? That's not how this works. What are you talking about? How are you today? I am good. Did you see the shout out on the Do We Know Them podcast? I did see that. I watched it this morning. And I texted Jessie and let her know that I almost cried. Now she has insurance. Yeah. Now she has medical insurance or private medical. I mean, she could still have private if she paid for it herself, but typically corporate insurance pays better than self-pay that you would get through the marketplace. So, I mean, listen, I get it. There's a lot of people who will have a job or keep a job or have their spouse keep a job purely for insurance purposes. Tony could not work and literally be a stay-at-home dad and would be fine. But because his insurance is so good, it's only cost us $1,300 to have this baby. I'm done paying for it already. We're not gonna have to pay anything else. And it's amazing. And they break it up. They broke it up at my visit. So every visit I had to pay I don't know, it was $130 or something. And then this last visit I didn't have to pay anything because I was already done paying for everything. So that's amazing. And now I'm not going to be and that covers the actual having of the baby too. Does not cover other stuff a C-section, I don't think. I still have to pay for that if that happens. And then what else? Because there'd be the anesthesia. And there were other things that were like extras on there. I forgot what they were. But still, it's like, it's like billed separately. Yeah. So random question. Has anyone had a toddler? Mine's 2 with full body something cast. She's having hip surgery tomorrow. Oh my God. That's crazy. Hope that goes well for you. But yeah, it just seems super like attention seeking that she would post this, because I don't know, like making an announcement like that, like I guess it's just like marketing for her. Like, wow, she's so good at this. Now she's like teaching the entire, like she's basically like a corporate trainer for them. But it's like, weren't you already doing that for free? I think what maybe happened is that she talked to them and was like, I need y'all to do something to where you can put me on your insurance, or like I'm walking. And so I think they like just made up that that position for her. Because really, I mean, it seems like it's more of like a sales like consulting type of role, where she wouldn't necessarily be like a W-2 employee, but yeah, it's just very interesting. So yeah, that's what Jessie Lee Ward's doing. What is that eyebrow pencil you're using? My brow, your brows always look amazing. That is the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pen. Yeah. Oh my God, I keep burping. Sorry, y'all. I just do like tiny strokes with it. She still has her downline too. Yeah, exactly. It's so weird. And then the fact that she's said for so many years, like, oh, I would never go corporate. Like, that's such like a waste of like time and effort and blah, blah, whatever. And it's like, is it? I mean, also though, like when you're like the VP of something, typically you're not really on like that 9 to 5 schedule, really, you know? Like I know a few people who are at the VP level for huge companies, and mostly all of them work from home. They like attend meetings, they have like pitches, they do a lot of traveling. And so it's not like your traditional like 9 to 5 schedule. I mean, I feel like most like sales based types of jobs aren't though. So I don't know. Our VPs work a lot more than 40 hours a week, depending on travel. Oh, absolutely. She already works so much. Yeah. She also has her coaching program. Yeah. Which is just super valuable and like super great, huh? Lord, oh my God. Y'all sent me a couple of people who like had been talking about how much money they had invested into the Bossly Accelerator program thing. And if you think about it, like she's not technically like working more than she already was, because she was already doing like these live streams and like stuff for her team. And now she just like isn't really doing them, like the training lives for like her team anymore. Now she's just doing them for the Bossly Accelerator thing. So it's like, it's really not like she's working more. Like it took more like effort and time to like set up, yeah, but I don't think she's like technically like working more. It's just real crazy. But listen, I'm happy she has insurance. She's basically getting actually paid now from Prove It to do the thing that she already does for them, basically, which is just be a hype girl. And insurance obviously doesn't pay for the like woo woo pseudoscience bullshit that she's been doing. So maybe she'll do actual treatments because now she can afford it and have it covered, possibly. Who knows? So we'll see. I wish her nothing but the best. This is going to be a way for her to like get more people under her team, though, which seems pretty unethical. I don't understand how they are allowing her to still have a downline. Like, she shouldn't be able to have a downline anymore. But she is. She definitely still has one. I just still find it so weird that people on her team were like, I can't wait for like to like come with you on this journey. And it's like, you're not going anywhere, Mary Sue. Like, you're Courtney, you're still just in her downline. So like, what are you talking about? Like, why are y'all posting acting like this is going to affect you in any way? It's not. This has nothing to do with you. You didn't get a job. You didn't get insurance, girl. Crazy. It's just so weird. I noticed a persistent cough pop up in recent videos. It's concerning. She seems to be in denial of where she actually is in this. Absolutely. Do you think they could make her sign a non-compete if she will be a trainer for the company? Yeah, absolutely. If she's on the corporate side, I mean, it's not uncommon. That's extremely common. That's in your new hire paperwork, is signing a non-compete and a NDA. It's completely normal to do that. So yeah, they could have her do that. But that's the thing, is like, would she still be able to do her Bossly Accelerator program? Because it's like, isn't that the same thing? That's why I was confused, because I was thinking maybe she was doing, because technically her Bossly Accelerator program, that would fall under like contracted like consulting, and a lot of people do that. Like, a lot of people do that. So she would just have to work it in there to where she's able to do that still. So yeah, which that's also common at that level too, to be able to still have like your own clients, which she does with her program. But they probably made it to where people in Prove It can't be a part of it. And she actually made that stipulation early on. I remember when she was talking about it, when she was introducing the thing, the accelerator program. She was saying, like, if you're in Prove It, you can't do it. So that kind of makes sense. Why does it not stay there? This little spot, so annoying. But yeah, that makes sense as to why she was like saying, like reiterating that so hard, of like, if you're in Prove It, you cannot join the accelerator program. I was thinking this might happen, but I like wasn't too sure, just because of like how she phrased it. But of course she lied. She's not a reliable narrator at all. So she bamboozled me. I'm not going to change the title of that video though, because it's a little bit clickbaity, which, what do you expect? But it's good to get you in there. And then whenever there's like an update on something, Whenever there's an update on something, I'll always put it in like the pinned comment. So make sure like on any of my videos, you look at the pinned comment, please. Please, please, please. Or like if someone comments something like really good, I'll usually always put it in the pinned comment, like a clarification or something. I did that with this one because she like 2 hours after I put up my video, she like posted and said like, oh, I'm the VP of sales development and field productivity or whatever the fuck. And it's like, okay, so sales development. All right. Hey, what are you doing down there? You licking the pool water off your paws? Yeah, you had fun in the pool today, didn't you? He is a water pup now. We're going to have to get him a life vest so that he can go swimming at Gogo and Nana's houses because they have pools and he cannot be in the pool here, obviously. Not to be crass, but if she's refusing real treatment as a temporary position, the company can seem compassionate without losing much money. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that as well. Yeah, it just seems weird, or like also maybe they're trying to like get a hold of like all her training shit and like all of her knowledge before she passes. Maybe trademark that shit. I don't know. And I can't say when people are like, don't say that or like don't talk about that. And it's like, why? It's happening. Like not talking about it or talking about it is going to make it not happen. Like the girl has stage 4 terminal cancer that she isn't treating. So there's really only one outcome that can happen from that. And it sucks. Obviously, two things can be true at once. It can suck, and she can also be actively not doing good things for herself. Just because it makes you uncomfortable to talk about or makes you sad doesn't mean that people can't talk about it. Also, she's a public figure. If she wasn't, I wouldn't care. Wiggum has made a little like cuddle fort for himself under my desk, which again, now that I have like a sturdy desk and there's like really no wires under there, it's fine. But he has a blanket and 2 pillows under there, and I love it. It's so cute. He like dragged the bigger pillow under there yesterday, and I was like, you know what? Whatever you want, buddy. Nobody wants something bad to happen to her. We just don't like her methods. Yeah, and I mean, she's gonna do whatever she's gonna do. I mean, no one can stop her, but it's also, I mean, she's again a public figure, a very well-known person in this industry. I mean, she's a scammer, in my opinion, and she's sharing a fudge ton of misinformation. And we need to talk about that so that people are aware that this type of crazy shit is not okay. Just like Catherine McBroom joining Kangen and like promoting that. Can't wait to make a video that says Catherine McBroom joins a cult. She was always like a little bit wonky, but she was never like she was never like as like wackadoo as she is now. Maybe it's just that she like didn't have much of a personality when we were growing up. I think that's what it was. She was always nice though. Not that she's like rude now, but listen, maybe this is what happens when you get a bunch of money. When you have more money than you know what to do with and more like fame than you know what to do with. You do drugs, not that she's done drugs, I don't know if she has. You join a cult, you know, casual stuff like that. Oh, thank you, Natalie. Erin Bees thinks she's going to hire someone some of her leaders as coaches in her program, maybe creating a coaching MLM. I mean, that would be kind of silly because people aren't joining the Bossly Accelerator to be trained by Brittany Anderson or like someone in her downline. They're joining that because of Jessie Lee Ward. So it's like, what are you doing? Loved your video yesterday. Also, that color is fire on you. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for all the super chats. Y'all are super sweet. I would be pissed if I paid fucking $900 a month and then I'm like not even being coached by her. I would be pissed, as they say in one of my favorite movies. I'm not sure they have much money as they want people to think. They're definitely not making nearly as much as they used to. It's more than they have brains for sure. If Miss Lee trains them from the floor of her bathroom, I think the bar is low. You're not wrong. Reminds me of Rank Makers. Which one is Rank Makers? Is that isn't that the one in iGenius? Oh, Ray Higdon, is that him? What an absolute dork that man is. What an absolute dingus in his fucking empty house. And he's like, oh yeah, network marketing doesn't work. Look at my big house. Sir, it's empty. Second of all, I don't fucking care about your house. Third of all, you didn't get that from network marketing. You got that from scamming people and recruiting people and your 45 other streams of income where you scam people. So cringe. I think I'm just going to do like a dark smoky eye thing. The cringe watching Sunshine Moonflower describe how water is going to heal me. Yeah. Game Changers is Rakan. Got it. Rank Makers and Game Changers and WFAB. It's all the same bullshit. A scam by any other name would smell just as shitty. Pretty sure Shakespeare said that. Ray is a Christian prophet now. Good for him. Good for him. I'm sure Jesus loves it. I'm sure Jesus Herbert Christ absolutely loves network marketing and loves Ray Higdon so much. Ray Higdon and his dumbass blockhead. So in that video where I was like going off on those people that were coming after me, coming for me, they, like found my video and then the girl's like entire family was like, oh my God, you're wrong and you're fat. And it's like, well, I wasn't when I filmed that video and also not now. I'm with child, but still, who cares? They're dumb. But it's so funny that people had the audacity to comment on that video and be like, I don't like the mean girl tone of this video. This person's calling me obese and like saying that I'm an like unhappy swine and that like I'm a hateful person. You want me to just sit there and take the high road? No. Like, shut the fuck up. I cannot stand shit like that. You're taking away from like the education. No, it's not. Guess what? It's actually not my job to educate you. It's not my job to take the high road, ever. Ever. Well, you're just, oh my God, well, you're being a mean girl. Well, you're too sensitive. Get the fuck off my channel. If you want someone who's just going to sit there and not stick up for themselves, go somewhere else, because that ain't this, babe. And like, oh, you're okay with bullying when they do it to me. But then, of course, when I stick up for myself, it's not okay. God forbid. God forbid I make a joke. Or the Drew Afuelo actually talked about this on one of her recent podcast episodes where someone, I guess, tried to make like an expose video about her, and then she responded, and they like tagged her in it. So she was like, okay, you clearly asked for this, and I love that. But they like tried to go like back and forth with her, and then after like the fourth time, they were like, I can't believe she would do this to me. Like, she has so many followers and like such a big platform, and like I don't. And it's like, you tagged her. Like, you literally wanted her to see it. Like, what do you expect? I love Drew Afuelo. I love her so much. And I love tearing apart shitty people on the internet. So she helps me have the confidence to not make sensitive ass people second guess myself. The people who are like, oh my God, you're such a mean girl. Oh my God, you're so sensitive. Shut the fuck up. Who cares? Get over it. Does me saying that someone has shitty facial hair really hurt your feelings? No, it doesn't. You're going to be fine. It's going to be okay. Also, those men are trash. I loved that video. When the guy was like, I can tell that you're technically obese. Well, Chaz, I can tell that you've never seen big titties before. That's what I can tell. Let's use this one. It's not your job to coddle bullies. No, it's really not. Sometimes they do go low. You need to go low to get in the same place and send them crying home. Yeah. Has inspired me to be more assertive. I haven't done it yet, but I'm inspired. That's amazing. I love the Wiggum stories. Yeah, he's right under me, and I have my mic right here, so y'all are going to be able to hear him. Wasn't one of them like a Chaz? Mm-hmm. His name was Chaz. When I showed it to Tony, he was like, well, his name's Chaz, and look at his facial hair. And I was like, I know. I had, there were like a lot more comments from him that got stuck in held for review. And her brother-in-law apologized, which I thought was really funny. I didn't respond to him much, but her husband was so mad. And I showed Tony some of the other messages, and the guy was like, it's clear that like you're alone and like no man loves you, and like went through all that. And we were literally like on date night, like sitting at dinner. And he was like, that's like, they automatically go to that when they're triggered to try to make themselves feel better, right? He's like, to try to invalidate anything that you have to say and make themselves feel better. They're like, oh, well, no man would ever love you. You're fat. You're alone. You're not successful. And Tony was like, wait until they figure out this is your job. I was like, I know. I love it. And that I am happily in love, successful, have an amazing relationship with my husband. It's great. Yeah, but that makes him real mad. real mad. Sometimes you just gotta like kick the hornet's nest, you know? Not to like keep you know, like eating Giraffello's butt, but she was, it was a, I mean, she said it multiple times, but it was on the episode with Tess Holiday. Love Tess Holiday. She's so funny. She was saying how people will be like, oh, well, you like have to invite this person on to like talk to them or like debate them. And it's like, no, I don't. I can say what I want and I don't have to deal with them. And it's hilarious. Sean says he loves you and misses you. Hi, Sean. How are you doing? But it's just so funny because it's like, why do I have to? Like, me not going back and forth with you or giving you like your sorry ass a bigger platform, that doesn't invalidate anything that I'm saying. Like, what? It's just so funny. They're like, oh, because you're scared. I'm like, no, because I don't want to have to I don't want to have to talk to you for longer than I absolutely need to or want to. Like, no, thank you. And that's not how this works. I'm not like, I don't have to do anything. Like, no is a full sentence, you absolute garbage human. But also I think that like aspect of like this type of content pisses them off more and that's why I love it. When like you won't debate them or like give them your platform, you know, or give them like the opportunity to do that. That's another reason I'll never do it because I love pissing off these people. That's why I mentioned in one of my recent videos where I was like, I'm never going to debate someone on my channel. I'm not going to do that. Like, I will interview someone, absolutely, but I'm not going to debate anyone. Like, no, thank you. And that's why I was like, if you want that, go to Marco's channel. He does great with that. I don't want any part of that. No, thank you. But it's just so funny that they're like, oh, well, you're scared. It's like, no, I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of being on my platform, which is significantly bigger. And I respect my audience too much to subject them to your dumbass. And also it pisses you off more that I won't allow you to come onto my platform. So I'm going to do everything and anything I can to piss you off. Also, I feel like we're in like the era of like weeding out the people who, and you can be sensitive, that's fine. Be sensitive, babe. Go for it. Bitch, I cried yesterday like 3 different times. Me and Tony were watching a movie and I was like, I swear to God, if the dog dies, I'm done. And then it didn't die and it survived till the end. And it was in a little sidecar of like a motorcycle. And I cried about that too. So like I'm a sensitive ass bitch too sometimes. It's okay. That's fine. But if there's someone who is like emotionally like or I don't want to say emotionally like stronger than me, but just because you're sensitive doesn't mean you're like not strong emotionally. But if there's someone who clearly has like a different personality than me and like maybe is a little bit more assertive or I don't want to say abrasive, but just like has that stronger personality, like I'm not gonna like it's fine. Right? Like I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, I can't watch you. Like it's just like, okay. If you don't want to watch someone, that's fine. That's cool, babe. But just shut the fuck up and move along, you know? I don't know. I feel like pregnancy's really just like gotten me into my like I really don't give a fuck era. And it's made me so happy. And even my therapist was saying, like, your priorities are going to change so much. But like even with like work too, she's like, you think you're assertive now, like you are going to be so much more. And she's like, you're gonna love it. And I'm really excited for you. I was like, sweet, thanks. But like even like I said, I've been watching like Giraffello a lot. And then Katya and Trixie too, like they have like the same type of humor that I do. And like, don't take anything I say fucking seriously. Like that's like they make the most hilarious comments. And like, do you think they're serious? No. But just everyone's just so like so sensitive. And it's just like, imagine how tired we are. It's just crazy. I hate watching debates. It's just fancy word arguing without any responsibilities. It's so dumb. Honestly, that's why I've been putting off seeing The Little Mermaid. I'm gonna lose it. I've heard it's really, really good, actually. And I'm waiting until we can just watch it at home. But I've heard it's really, like, really good. I mean, there are people who have said that it's not good, but I'm still gonna watch it. I absolutely cannot watch Guardians of the Galaxy in theaters because I'm going to cry really hard. I know I am. Even my nail tech was like, just don't see it at all. I was like, I have to. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I was like, also, I heard it's really good. So I have to see that one. I should have put this on prior to my actual like BB cream, but it's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. I do love this stuff though. It's the L'Oreal Magic BB cream, the green one. Because y'all know I got some fucking redness. Some redness around these parts. Toy Story 2 gets me when Jessie tells her story about being abandoned. Oh my god. Tony and I went to go see Toy Story 3 in 3D. Let me tell you, I kept on those 3D glasses like until we were fully out of the movie theater because I was trying to like hide my tears. And Tony just looked at me and he's like, you can throw those away now. Like, it's okay that you were crying. And I was like, but like, he said, okay. I don't even need to contour my nose. I don't know why I do this. But camera makeup is different than everyday makeup or real life makeup, obviously. Okay. Just gonna do a little bit of contouring down here so I don't look, crazy. Like Big Mama's in town. My sister, when she was pregnant, referred to herself as Big Mama. She got very large. She got very wide with her first and with her second, I guess, too, but mostly with her first. But that was because it was a girl, I think. And I look fucking crazy. And girls, it's like said that you get like wide. Okay. That dog is mowing the lawn. He is. He is. It's funny to listen while waxing my caterpillar brows. Oh, I love that for you. Don't take off too much, girl. Embrace those beautiful, fluffy brows that you got, I bet. I finally caught a live. I've been loving your content recently. Well, thanks, Katrina. I appreciate that. I'm happy you're here. I wish I carried it like you do. You're just glowing. Thank you, Laura. I really think like working out, obviously like prior to getting pregnant and then continuing to work out my entire pregnancy really helped, but also like as a boy, so not everyone, but a lot of people say that like boys go out and then girls go like wide. But yeah, I'm very happy that I've been like basically just belly. Gained a little in my arms and in my face a little bit. I didn't get pregnancy nose. I was like terrified of that. Absolutely terrified. And this is just my experience. Everyone's experience is different. Everyone's pregnant body's beautiful. If you try to make something about that, leave. Good God. But yeah, I was extra scared because I saw pictures and I was like, oh my God, what? I was like, I didn't know that was a thing. There's so many things that you like don't realize are typical in pregnancy. It's freaking crazy, y'all. I got rid of my hemorrhoids though, so I got that going for me. I got that going for me. I tried to work in my like basically me being a stinky pregnant person in my Scentbird ad, and I hope they approve it. I said the phrase. So if you want to be a fancy smelling mommy instead of a stinky mommy, what? I mean, hey, they said in the email, they were like, now that we've like done so many with you, like feel free to like switch up the like your verbiage and think of like more creative things. And I'm like, bitch, I'm not doing like a whole skit. If you want to pay me more, you can, which they pay me well, but if you want to pay me more, girl, you can. Then I'll like do a whole fucking skit for you. I definitely will do that. But like, I'll make it like a little bit funnier, sure, like a little bit more topical, but no thank you. I went up a shoe size. That's what my mom said too. My mom said that her feet got bigger with each pregnancy because I've always thought it was like so not weird, but like because I have smaller feet. I wear size 6, and I always thought it was so weird that like she has. I mean, I guess it makes sense because she is like 4 inches taller than me, but okay, that sounded weird. Now I'm an 8. Yeah, my mom was an 8. Maybe it was only with the boys. What in the Trixie Mattel? Yeah, maybe it was only with the boys. So when I'm and like I said, I'm gonna film, but like when I do film, I contour like here a lot more. Listen, camera makeup's basically drag makeup, okay? And that's fine. You gotta like trick the lighting. But yeah, I always thought that was like weird, and I was like, my feet haven't grown. Like, what the fuck? And I never like. I don't know. I just always thought like, wow, that would suck if I had to buy like all new fucking shoes. Like, what? That'd be awful. I don't think my feet have gotten bigger. I don't think so. Who knows? Honestly, I don't. I really don't think so though. Oh, I could have sworn I had another wider conceal. I knew you were in here. I knew it. Not only bigger, but wider. Yeah, mine haven't gotten wider. What time is it? Okay, it's almost time for me to let my neighbor's dogs out. I gotta go walk 2 Frenchy boys. The law in Tennessee is trying to ban public drag shows has been overturned for being unconstitutional. That's amazing. I hope that's true. Not saying like you're fibbing, but like I really hope that's true. Cause it's just so silly. Like, don't take your fucking kid to a drag show. Why would you do that? Like, the humor is not kid friendly. The music is usually not, like, super kid friendly. But also, like, what do you think it is happen like, I don't know. It's just so strange. And also, most fucking drag queens don't want your kids there. Your child is ruining the vibe. So please don't bring your kid to a fucking drag show. Most drag queens don't like fucking kids. Okay? Let's be honest. I feel the same about stand-up comedy shows. Exactly, like, that's so inappropriate. And it can ruin the vibe of the show and make especially if you're, like, front and center and the comedian can see you, it can make the comedian feel um, like, not, like, uneasy, but, like, it can, like, put them off, like, their game, basically. Because then it's like, "Great, like, why the fuck did you bring this kid?" And I'm now telling, like, not, like, inappropriate jokes, like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, we went to go see, like, one of my favorite, comedians, Mike Birbiglia. Fucking love him, and I was so happy I got tickets, and I got really good seats. I love when we're, like, in, like, a theater, I love sitting in, like, the balcony. It's my favorite. And I there was a family that, like, brought their, like, 8-year-old to the show, and he was about to tell a joke about the first time he had sex, and he, like, looks down and he, like, called it out, and he was like, "Why would y'all bring him? Like, what are you doing?" And then, like, after the joke, he, like, apologized to the kid. Um, yeah. It was funny the way he, like, was able to work it in. Birbiglia is great. I freaking love him so much. And the, um that set that he did for that tour, it was about, like, his daughter and, like, the pregnancy and, like, their basically, like, their first, like, year-ish, like, with the kid, and he was talking about, um, their, like, happy place, like, being, like, at home on the couch together, and, like, that's, like, their happy place, and it's just, like, so relatable, and I just, like, loved it so much, and me and Tony, like, definitely feel that way. Yeah, makes me think of Sweet Home Alabama. Yeah, yeah, and look at you! You have a baby in a bar, and I don't even, like, understand the argument of, like, "Well, then I couldn't come because, like, I couldn't find a sitter." Well, then you can't come. Like, you're it doesn't mean that you like, have some self-awareness or situational awareness, as Tony calls it. Like, what is appropriate and what's not. Like, so because you couldn't, like, do what you needed to do to make this happen, you're now going to ruin everyone else's time, and, like, I get it, babies cry, but, like, that doesn't mean that doesn't mean that it's an appropriate place for you to bring your baby. Or fucking movie theaters, like, what are you doing? Your kid's not gonna remember this. It's not appropriate to bring them. Why would you bring a human that cannot control their own noise level and that you cannot guarantee will, like, follow the social, like, rules of a movie theater and then refuse to take them out? Like, I swear to God, there's a special place in the underworld for people who are so selfish and dumb like that. I cannot stand it. Or, like, people who bring their children to, like, nicer restaurants and their kids are, like, screaming and running around and the parents just ignore it. I cannot fucking stand that shit. I've always told Tony, I'm like, no. Going to a restaurant is a privilege for them. And if they cannot, if they cannot sit and control themselves appropriately, then we're leaving. I'm very thankful that we have my like both of my older nieces. One's 13 and one's 8. So like by the time that he's at the age where we would leave him with a sitter, we got built-in sitters, babe. That's the way to go. Also, though, for like most stuff, I feel like we would just have him spend the night at his grandparents' houses because I'm definitely trying to like let myself like let loose and have like a lot of fun. I definitely babysat for some people who would like come home like clearly intoxicated though, which was always hilarious. On the flip side, it annoys me when people are rude about kids being at places that are totally family friendly. Well, yeah, obviously. And if like your kid's behaving or like on a plane, there's nothing you can fucking do. If your kid's on a plane and they're crying. Nothing you can do about that. Like, and then like getting mad at the parent, it's like, no, they're on your side. They hate this more than you. I promise you. They absolutely hate it more than you. So, yeah. When you have a kid, it's an excuse to overdo Disney, etc. Oh, no, not if you live in Florida, babe. Not if you're a Florida local. No. Near. Plus that shit's expensive as hell. No, we'll take him to Disney when like he can actually experience it and remember it and have fun. But we're not doing that all the time. Absolutely not. Near. We'll probably get annual passes to the zoo, to the zoo we have here in Tampa. Everyone says that. They're like, yes, you have to get like, if you're going to get one annual pass, do that. If you're going to get two, do the zoo and Busch Gardens for like when they get older. And apparently at Busch Gardens has like free beer for the summer. Bitch, what? That sounds amazing. I love the gorillas at Busch Gardens in Tampa. They're my favorite. Absolutely my favorite. I just feel bad for those parents because they're trying their best on planes. Yeah, for sure. I need for some party parents. Girl. I was their like regular babysitter. I didn't nanny for them though, because they didn't need a nanny. But yeah. And then I don't know how this always happened, but every family I nannied for, they were doctors. And they're like, the way they ran their household was so fucking weird. But, it's none of my business. Okay, which one is which? I think this one goes on this eye. And I think this one goes on this eye. I think. Yeah. Who knows? We'll see. We have some awesome zoos in Colorado where you feed the giraffes. Yeah, you can feed the giraffes at the one in Tampa too. You can also feed the rhinos. Yeah, I think you can feed the manatees as well, but we have like a program where they do a lot of like the manatee situation's like always changing because they like save the manatees and like rehab them. It's pretty cool, actually. I love that about them. Did I do that the right way or is that the wrong one? We'll see how this one looks. Yeah, it has to be right because this one's for this eye. What is going on? I used to love Busch Gardens when I was younger. Always a vibe. Oh, girl, it was always a vibe when we were younger. We used to go there so much when we were in middle school. It's so like crazy to think of. Like Tony and I were like talking one day about like how many like missed connections that we had. Glam for what? Just for filming. I don't go anywhere. Come on, you know this. We were talking about like how many like missed connections we like could have had. Like there were so many like friends or like second tier friends that we had in common or like parties that we were both at and places that like we both frequented so much. And you know, people we knew, like concerts we were at the same time and like sitting literally like close to each other for. That was crazy. And I even like looked back in my pictures of that concert and I was like, is he in the background of any of these pictures? Because that'd be crazy. Absolutely wild. But I'm happy we met when we did because I would have absolutely destroyed him. I would have broken that boy's heart. It's a small world. I mean, we don't live too far. Like, I mean, I guess we did grow up like kind of far apart, but not really. I mean, because he went to church here in South Tampa, so. But yeah, I'm very happy we met when we did because he would have. I was a little bit too wild for him before I went off to boarding school. So I'm happy we met when we did. Also, my ex probably would have like tried to kill him, so. Because he was fucking crazy. And every time I like showed interest in someone new, here he would come, threatening them at a party. So happy we never had to deal with that in our relationship. Sorry you had a psycho ex. Yeah, he's no longer with us, unfortunately, because he struggled with drugs too much. But he's no longer in pain, so it's okay. The dog snoring is so cute. I agree. I'm trying to wait until my glider delivery gets here to take out my neighbor's dog so I don't miss it. But like, it's taking forever. It said it was going to be here from between 10 and 2. But I already saw the FedEx guy. So unless there's like another truck, I don't know. Timing. Yeah, timing. Yeah, Tony and I both say that like we like there were so many times where we like could have met, but it was supposed to happen at the time that it did. And I 100% agree. I definitely agree. I remember I was just getting out of basically 2 casual relationships where I was not appreciated. How dare they not know what they had? They both came crawling back after I was already with Tony, though. And then he had to tell them to stop talking to me. Yeah. And then one of them kept saying that I was the one that got away. And I was like, well, yeah, sucks to suck, buddy. Pretty positive he's gay now, but I don't think he knows that. Much love to him. His girlfriend's absolutely beautiful. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's just metro. I don't know, but me and all my me and my my friend Anthony, are who I call like my gay husband. Me and him are pretty positive that this guy's gay. But yeah. Oh well. Did you already talk about how you met? I've talked about it a few times. I had been hanging out with this guy when I was in high school, the beginning of my senior year in high school, or beginning of my junior year. I don't remember. And maybe end of my junior year. And it was like that summer, and he was like going, like we hung out a few times, we went on like 2 dates, and there was like something like off about him, like a little bit weird. There were definitely a lot of red flags. But he looked like Tim Tebow. And listen, he was real fine. So I let it slide. I was like, okay, listen, you look real good. So, we'll let these little things slide. Anyways, I was like aware of the red flags though. Like I wasn't like really trying to like have a relationship with him. I was just trying to hang out with him. He was real hot. Listen, I was just trying to get it. Okay. I was over the guys at my school, and I was just like, you're fine. Let's boink in this pool. So yeah. Then he was like going off to naval training or whatever. And I was like, okay, well, this isn't going anywhere. And he would always, this was like one of the weird parts. He would always talk about his best friend, Tony. And I was like, why are you talking about your best friend so much? Like, I don't even talk about my best friend so much. Like, what are you doing? It was weird. And then there was a point where I was like, is this person like in the room with us right now? Like, are they imaginary? What's going on? And he so weird. He went off to naval training, and he was like going to like he did basics for like the Navy, and then he went to like Navy SEAL training. And I remember I was doing like SAT like classes or whatever, and I had dropped my phone in the toilet, as one does when they're in high school, and your back pockets are this big, and you pull down your pants and it falls in the toilet. And it was not like an iPhone. So, because I'm an old bitch. And so I lost all my numbers. This happened frequently to me. So I lost all my numbers, and I wanted to check on him and just like check in and be like, oh, how's fucking Navy SEAL training? Like, did you do it yet? And I was basically just bored, and he's hot. So I was like, oh, let me just like be a nice person and check on him. And I was curious. So I remembered that we didn't have any friends in common. I loved those. And I remembered that he had said like, oh, I'm only like, I have a MySpace account, but I only have like 3 friends on Facebook, and it's my mom, my brother, and my best friend, Tony. And I was like, well, I'm sure as fudge not going to message his mom or brother. So let me message his best friend, Tony, and see if I can get this guy's number again. So I messaged him, and I was like, hi, do you have blah, blah, blah's number? And he was like, yeah, here you go. And I was like, okay. And then I looked at his pictures, and I was like, I want this one instead. So we started talking, and I never texted the friend, and we just like couldn't get enough of one another, I guess is how I put it. Tony also says, like, I thought you were someone else. He's like, I saw your picture and then like I realized it wasn't the person that I like, you weren't the person I thought you were. He was like, yeah, but I like full ass thought you were someone else. Which is fine. But yeah, so he we talked a bunch like on the phone and through text and through Facebook, and then hung out like 3 weeks later and had our first kiss. And I remember he met my dad. My mom was at the beach house, so he only got to meet my dad right away. But my dad was like, oh, so you're the one that's like kept her on her phone constantly. And he like stood up right away and like shook my dad's hand and like introduced himself and was like real confident about it. And my dad really liked that because I had always dated like shitheads. So yeah. And then like 2 weeks later, I went to his parents' house for a like a graduation party for his sister because she graduated from college. And I met every single person in his family. There was like 100 and something people there because the entire Cuban side of the family came in town. So they loved that I am loud and annoying. So yeah. And 14 and a half years later, 13 years later, here we are. Were you the pursuer? I definitely would say that I was. Yeah, I'd say I was. I mean, I know what I want, but also, I mean, Tony will even say, he was like, oh yeah, she like, yeah. We did like this like interview thing to show at our rehearsal dinner where they like we had a friend like interview us and like our family and like our best friends and stuff and like give us advice and all that just for like out of town guests and stuff who like I don't know like maybe don't like know like us or like our relationship very well. I loved it. It was so cute. And that Tony even said, he was like, yeah, she like gave me her number and told like over Facebook and told me to message her so that she would have my number. And he was like, when I didn't have, when he like didn't text me like within like an hour, I logged back on and I was like, you didn't text me right now. So I have your number. And he's like, okay, I'll text you. And I was like, yeah, you better do it. Like, do what I say. And he did. And then one of the questions in the thing was like, so who made the first move? And he's like, I mean, technically she did, I guess, but she like told me to. Because I looked up at him. We were like cuddling on the couch and like at my parents' house, first time we hung out. And we were watching, poor guy. I made him watch Desperate Housewives with me and Extreme Home Makeover and Grey's Anatomy, like all in a row. Because it was, Sunday nights. Sunday night primetime, babe. And so I made him watch all those with me. And I just kept like looking up at him and I was like, so are you going to kiss me now? Are you going to kiss me? Like, are you going to like now? Are you going to kiss me? And he's like, I guess you'll just have to wait and see. And I was like, but now are you going to kiss me? Like, can you do it now? But how about now? When is this happening? Yeah. I don't waste time. I think I just knew, especially when he kissed me too. I got such like I got such butterflies, and I still get that like same feeling when he like kisses me today. which is corny as fuck, I know, but it makes me really happy. So, yep. And it is not all sunshine and rainbows. We definitely get on each other's nerves. We have learned to communicate very well with each other, and we love each other very much, very fiercely. And no one's relationship is perfect. But we are a team, and we put each other first. You and Isabella Lantern. You and Isabella Lantern saved my life. I am a newly divorced mother of 3 and almost got wrapped into multiple MLMs during state of vulnerability and trying to find financial independence. Oh my God. Well, I'm so happy that like we were able to help you at least. My goodness. That's crazy, girl. I forgot to put on bronzer. I feel like I don't really need it, but like, it's funny because didn't you say that you are neurodivergent because the questioning is so cute. I know a lot of people don't like when people say that they're on the spectrum, but I mean, it is a spectrum. And I am there. I am on it. So, because it can get like misconstrued. So like I get that, but also I'm going to say what I want. So yes, I do have a touch of the tism, if you will. Which is so paid all this fucking money to get officially diagnosed. And I came to Tony and I was like, babe, I'm diagnosed. And he's like, I could have told you that. And I was like, well, yeah, but you're not a doctor. And he's like, well, obviously you are. Look at you. I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right. But yeah, it's just nice to have, like, because there's not, I know this sounds silly, but it's like there's not really much you can do with the diagnosis in your fucking 30s, especially being a woman who already has ADHD and like deals with that shit constantly, also, and anxiety, and is dyslexic. Bitch, the trifecta. But it helps me feel more understood, like helps me understand myself better. You look gorgeous as usual. Thank you. And then also I've been able to like talk with Tony about like masking and stuff. Cause like sometimes he will get like a little bit annoyed with me. Bitch, and I get annoyed with myself too. Cause I don't have a filter. And then sometimes in certain situations, like I'll say something and I'll be like, I'll overthink it. And I'm like, oh my God, like I should have said that. Why did I say that? Like, oh my God. And I'll freak out and I won't realize it, but like I'll be freaking out internally and then I shut down like externally and I just stop talking. And Tony's like, great, now we're in a social situation and you're being a weirdo and like not speaking. And like, I don't know what to do. Yeah. So sometimes I'm good. Usually I'm good, but there are some situations where I'm just like, yeah. But he definitely helped me a lot with that. And he is 100% my, let me fix this brow a little bit. He is my security blanket. And we have safe words that help, help me or help us basically like kind of gauge like a situation. We're big like code word people, which is really funny. We have a code word for when my for like when I'm going into labor, like if my water breaks and like he's not with me or like it happens and I don't know. It's Santa's got a brand new bag. I don't know. We love the movie Elf, so code word is Santa's got a brand new bag. I haven't worn highlighter in so long. Bitch, you see what highlighter this is? Champagne Pop? What? Did y'all, speaking of Champagne Pop, did y'all watch the Marlene Estelle interview on the Sesh podcast. Shit was fascinating. And guess who was invited to come on in person to the Sesh podcast? This bitch. I told Kendall, I was like, shit, well, I need to like plan that out then for after baby. And she's like, oh yeah, don't focus on baby and then we'll figure it out. Yeah. I love them though. I would love to go on there. Oh, I need to put on lips. A little bit of lipple stickle. Do the ASEAN things you said from the past still play in your head or pop up? Absolutely. A million. Come on, girl. Yes. There are so many situations that have happened where I cringe for years and years and years and still focus on them. No one else remembers or cares. Guess who still gets debilitating anxiety over them? Me. Yep. What also doesn't help is that my siblings are a-holes. They're great. I love them, but they'll like bring up stuff like that too. Like my brother will, he like focuses on those types of things too, not just for other people. That'd be fucked up. Yeah. But like if we like mention someone, he'll like remember something like annoying that they did and bring it up and like it's like one of those situations. It's like something that like gave him bad anxiety. Yeah. Oh my God, Julia, how are you? I saw that you got a shout out from Jessie on Do We Know Them? My heart felt so full to hear that Jessie watches you. Yeah. I love Jessie. She followed me on Instagram, I want to say like a year ago, and I DM'd her and I was like, well, it's about goddamn time you followed me. And she was like, oh my God, I love your videos. Like I've been watching them for like years. And it's so funny that she watched, and I only had like 50,000 subscribers at that point. She watches like the smallest channels and it is so funny. It's so funny. I love it. But yes, we talk quite often and I love her. She's great. She's real great. She has been just someone who like, especially with like motherhood, all these mom YouTubers, well, YouTubers who have children. What is happening? Why do you have a mind of your own, buddy? What are you doing? Where are you? They're just like so nice and just so helpful. Like I told her, she did a video on her channel, where she had made like the comment about like breastfeeding and like drinking. And she went on like a rant about it. And I messaged her and I was like, your like rant about that made me feel like so seen and heard, because I know that I'm going to post like, because yes, I'm going to try to breastfeed, but like there's going to be people who are like, oh my God, well, you had like a margarita at this time, Chelsea, and now you're breastfeeding, and block. Like I just have I entered the life at the best time when I'm yelling at my nipple. Yeah. Oh, there you are. Perfect. Good job. Welcome to the party, buddy. Bodies are so weird. But yeah, I don't know. I'm also in that era of like, I'm gonna block you. Like you don't get to come into my house and talk shit about me, like to me. Take that somewhere else. I don't need to hear it. Talk shit about me, sure. Do whatever like makes your heart happy, but like I don't need to see that shit. And not to talk about Drew Follow again. I know I'm up her ass. I'm sorry. But that's where we should all be, is up her butt. Like she made a great point. I forgot what episode it was. I don't know what episode it was. But she had made the point of like, there's like this like parasocial. Oh, it was with Megan Trainor. That was the episode. I really liked that one, where she was like, yeah, there's now like this like wall that's down like on social media and like the whole parasocial thing, that now people will be like, oh well, no, like you have to listen to this, like no, you have to like hear what I have to say. And like, well, I'm just gonna make another account if you like aren't listening to me. And it's like, I don't, you can say whatever you want about me, but like I don't need to hear it. I don't need to be involved in this conversation, buddy. Like, oh, I love Macadiva, but that's too dark with this. I need to put on a nude. Okay, BRB, because I have to go in my other purse and I have to go tinkle because someone keeps kicking me right in the cervix or just like grabbing it. He's got like a fucking death grip on it. Love the baby furniture. Thanks. I posted on Instagram. We got our little mobile, and then that's one of his blankets. I have it turned over though, so y'all can't see because it has his first and middle name on the other side of it. But yeah, and the glider's supposed to come in today. I don't know where it is. Okay, BRB real quick. I'm gonna go potty and get. Okay, that was a little bit too fast. And I'm gonna get my lipstick. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I should like hold the bottom. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. My goodness. All right. Now we go potty. Oh, forgot the lipstick. Okay. Hi, Wiggum. All right. So the little mushroom thing is so cute. Yeah, I figured out where it's from. It's from West Elm. I found it. Oh, goodness. Tired face? Oh, wow. Real tired. Okay, I need to check the shipping. Oh my goodness. It's crazy how much a tiny human needs. God, Amazon wasn't a thing. My kids were babies. Take it slow. Love that mushroom basket. Cuteness overload. Yeah, it's so cute. Okay, whoa, calm down, bud. We're moving so much for full alien mode right now, huh? Wow. All right. And I know it's not like super realistic for me to be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna like miss the delivery, because I don't really think I'm going to. I mean, I might. I don't know. I'm nervous. It says between 10 and 2, and it's 2:36, and I need to go let out my neighbor's dogs. I miss my baby in the belly and the feeling she's 6 now. One thing I actually did want to like say on Instagram, but I guess I'll say it here, is that, okay, what the fuck? It still says that it's, okay, they changed it now. Now it says by end of day. Okay, so I guess I can go let out his dogs. Well, that's annoying. Okay. Girl, you're still in Orlando. Like, So dumb. Can you see him moving and you look at your belly? Yes, we can see him moving now. Usually. He was moving a lot last night. Excuse me, who do you think you are looking all cute? Is that a two-piece or a bodysuit? It is I was about to say short sleeve jumpsuit, a shorts jumpsuit. My butt looks so tiny. I have it linked on my Instagram story, and then I also have it linked in my whatchamacallit, my like to know it, which is in my description box under shop my posts in my link tree. Yeah. But this isn't maternity. Like this is just I just got a medium so that it would stretch and I could actually wear it. Yeah. I had bought like hardly any like maternity stuff. Because really appreciate how much you value privacy of you and your family. Yeah. I mean, it's for them and me, but then also it's just like people take shit too far and have too many opinions, and it's kind of like a safeguard for me too, because I know that like people think I'm mean now. Like if you come for my kid, I'm not going to be able to control myself and I will ruin your life. I will find out where you work and I will show up there. So like it's it's really just like a safeguard for me so that I don't, go crazy. So that I can remain professional and keep my job. But yeah, having that extra protection, security, all that is obviously very important to me with this job. And just in general too. I mean, I've always been the type of person that people are like, oh my God, I have 2 pieces of skin. Like, oh, we're all going to like happy hour and stuff. And I'm like, cool, I'm going home. I'm like, after work. No, thank you. Or like, oh, there's a company event. Like, is it the Christmas party? Because I'll go to that. But if it's like a drinking thing, I'm not going to that. I don't need to drink around any of you people. Yeah. Like I said, I've always been like that. I need to keep those boundaries between work and my life. And then there's people like my brother who met his wife at work, which I'm thankful he did because I love her so much. I hope you feel beautiful. I love that one piece. Thank you. Gosh darn it. My sister is the same with my nieces. The school's on lockdown and she went to get them from this, and the school was like, no. And she was like, stop me. Yeah. That happened on 9/11. They tried to, the elementary school I went to, they were trying to like, it happened. And then a bunch of parents were like, okay, we need to go we need to go pick up our kids from school. So some of the office staff was like, okay, no, this is like ridiculous. Like you don't need to pick up your kid. And then my uncle had actually called my mom and he was like, go get the kids from school. Like, yes, we have like central command down the street from these schools. Yes. Like if they're going to hit anything next, it's probably going to be that. So you need to get your kids. And then the office staff was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Come get your kids. Yeah. I just think it's so funny. Like I hear stories of like office staff at schools, like making it so hard for you to like pick up your kid. And especially like, I don't know, I feel like that doesn't really happen at like private schools because it's like, I pay for my kid to go here. And you're going to tell me that I can't pick them up for an appointment. they have to go to for their health. What? This is my child. Give me my child. It's very weird. Really weird. Yeah. Oh, did you fill out all this paperwork? I mean, I will, but also give me my fucking kid. my mom used to pick me up because she got bored at home. Oh Lord. Or we would have like a dentist appointment or something, and the new like Star Wars movie came out, and she's like, well, guess we're gonna go eat lunch at McDonald's and then go see a movie. Oh Lord. Oh, Linda. I love her so much. Yeah, so one thing that I said that I was thinking about like yesterday and the day before is how you always hear people saying like, I just can't wait to like get my body back. And I was thinking about that, and it's not even, I feel like when people say that, it's not even meaning like, I can't wait to like be hot again or like lose the weight. I feel like it's more so like, no, I can't wait to not share my body anymore. Like, I can't wait to not like, to like at least be able to have some control over my own body, you know? Like I'm sharing my body right now. How fucking weird is that? Yeah, I can't wait to breathe again. My God. And I just hate the comments of, you think it's bad now? Lady, be quiet. Don't tell me that. You're not going to be able to sleep. My husband will be able to wake up and feed the kid. I will be able to sleep. And like it's not going to be like an uncomfortable sleep. Like I'm actually going to be able to like lay down, and felt like I was a host for the host to a parasite. Yeah. Or even people like I blocked someone yesterday because they commented on the live stream and was like, forget ever being able to have time to do your hair or makeup again. And I was like, I'm still going to make time to do that. I'm still going to be able to do that. Block. Get your crusty, rickety ass out of my chat. Goodbye. I can't wait to be able to stand up and breathe and run. Oh my God, running? Walking without pain? Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it? Yeah, it's crazy. My husband hates the host parasite analogy, but it's so true. It is true. God, people are so rude. Yeah, I don't think they really like mean it, but I think it's them projecting like how unhappy they are, really. Yeah, I really think that's what it is. It's just wild. And then people like sharing their crazy experiences. It's like, I don't care about that. Like, did I ask? No, I didn't. Ugh. Yeah. The parent role is about give yourself to another person, but it also takes a village. It does take a village. And I'm someone who does not ask for help ever. Like ever. So I definitely need to ask for help. No, I'm behind. Funny story about Ray Higdon. I attempted to put him in his place with scripture, and he was going off about something a few months ago, and he liked my comment. Ugh. I'm in the shower listening, so if you leave, I'll stand by. Now I'm by. I took him. Hope you. Oh, well, have a good shower. So cute. I thought it was a dress. Looks so comfy. Wish I could pull that off. I'm too self-conscious. I usually have I have like a cropped jacket that I wear with it. And it's real comfy, girl. Don't be insecure. What are you insecure about? It like sucks you in. I really think you'll rock this. Just give yourself grace. Yeah, I think so too. I think I'll be good. I think like with the work aspect of it, I think I'll be hard on myself. But with like the motherhood aspect of it, I think I'll be okay. Can you give me a warning before you block me if I say something stupid? I would never intentionally say something rude, but I don't have a filter and I say dumb things sometimes. I mean, I feel like y'all know like what my like limits are. Like, don't ask about Tony's job, or like don't talk about that. No politics. Don't be, you know, like racist or transphobic, and like don't ask me about my kid or my family, you know? Things like that. Yeah. And no asking about the baby's wiener. Yeah, oh my God. It's so weird. So weird. And then someone messaged me after, because I blocked someone for asking that. And someone was like, "Oh my God, you're such like a bitch for blocking them." I'm like, they're like, "It's a normal mom question." I was like, if you know someone, they don't know me. They're a stranger on the internet. Why are they asking if I'm circumcising my child? And no matter what I say, most people are gonna be like mad at me. And I don't care. That's like a normal question for your OB to ask. Yeah, the person who's about to do it, that's normal for them. Why would people even want to know that? Because they're dumb and they have no boundaries? I don't know. They just want something to be mad about. They want to yell at me and be like, "Oh my God, you're going to mutilate your child." Or, "Oh my gosh, your kid's going to have a weird penis." You don't need to know about my child's genitals. Yeah. Or like getting mad at me because I don't call it chest feeding, or I don't call myself a birthing person. I'm a woman. Identify as what you want to. Tell me what you identify as. I will respect the shit out of it. Love that for you. But I'm going to call myself what I want to be called, just like you would like to be called what you want to be called. And that's fine. Yeah, I don't care. I've been watching you since 20K, so I know your boundaries. Yeah, girl, you've been around for a long time. You know. You know, girl. You know. Like, make a small list of things when people ask. It was hard, but so nice with a recently. You mean like asking for help? Yeah, we like, so like when Tony's sister had her baby, his aunt like stayed the night with them and come clean my house, yeah. And what like would go to work during the day, and she like got off at like 4 p.m. and so then she'd just go home and like but to their house and like cooked and cleaned and like did laundry and stuff for them. So I told Tony, I was like, maybe having her come over like a few times a week or something would be like really helpful. I was like, but that's the thing, is that like I don't, and thank God Tony's able to take time off. He has parental leave, but I was like, I don't know like how that's gonna work. I was like, maybe once you go back to work, maybe like I was like, but I don't know. I get real, and it's not just like in-laws. I get weird about my own family too. I don't want I don't want anyone. I don't want anyone to touch my baby. I have a feeling I'm going to be very like primal about it. And that can happen. Some people are too interested in strangers' lives, not to be rude, but if I don't know you, I don't really care about your personal details. I completely agree. And it's funny because people think like, oh, well, you know, like, what about like the content you make though? And it's like, this is just videos I make. This is my job. When I turn my camera off after I post a video, like I don't care. That's why I try to make the point of like, it's not personal, like with these people in my videos. Like I don't care. That's why I think it's funny when people are like, "Oh my God, you're so obsessed." It's like, nah, baby, I'm at the pool. Like I'm walking my dog. I'm taking a nap. Like I'm not obsessed. I don't care. Plot twist, I don't even remember what I said in that video. Okay. That's it. Whatever. I'm gonna tell the same 5 jokes over and over again because I don't remember what I said in the previous video. Even just having someone there so that you can take a nap is really nice during the first week. Well, I'm excited that like Tony will be here. Thank God. Thank the Lord. You should block someone who asks that. Yeah. I've been very, like, I don't know, I feel like I got stuck for a while of like the opposite end of the spectrum of like, oh my God, I don't want to be a mean girl. Like, I don't want to be labeled as that. So like, I'm never going to block anyone. I'm going to try to like have conversations with these people and really just letting myself like be subject to and open to like the dumbest shit. And it's like, I don't need to be open to that. Like, I don't need to do that. Like, what are you doing? So I don't know. I just am really loving this like era that I'm in of like, this is my work, this is my personal life. You don't need to see the other one, and I don't need to have you be involved in that, and I don't need to talk to you. And like, I haven't been answering my DMs much at all. So if I answer yours, you're very lucky. Like I don't, yeah. I don't know. It's really nice to give myself more separation. Clear boundaries. Love that for you. Yeah. Oh, first time catching you on a live stream. Yay. Good job. Pink is your color. Thank you. Honestly, it doesn't seem like you're obsessed. It's just your niche. So of course, all your videos are going to be about it. Yeah, exactly. Because like, that's what I focus on. You're right. People forget that content creators are human who deserve privacy for their boundaries and to be respected, period. Out of line for someone to expect them to share every single detail of our lives. Yeah, that, but then also like thinking that you like are entitled to certain information, that's like weird too. Yeah. Like I remember someone saying like, "Oh, well, you're in a group chat that like talks shit about like other creators." And I'm like, "No." Like if y'all know well, almost peed. If y'all know anything about me, you know that I fucking hate group chats. And like I've been put into a few of them and I leave. I'm like, "Nope, I don't need to be involved in this. I don't need to talk to these people. Goodbye." Like, no offense to you. I don't, it's too much. It's too overwhelming for me, too overstimulating. I don't like it. Leave me alone. And then someone else was like, "Oh, well, you're in a group chat with like Isabella and Deanna." And it's like, yeah, those are my friends. Of course I'm in a group chat with them. Like, oh, how dare I have friends? How dare I like, and I remember someone was like demanding to see it. And it's like, no, you fucking weirdo. Like, you don't get to be a part of my friendships. I swear to God, it's always not to like follower shame, but it's like always smaller creators who like think that someone is bullying them or basically like get mad that bigger creators like don't have the time for them, I guess. Or like don't shout them out or don't help them in some type of way. It's so strange. So they like get mad and like make all these videos about them. And it's like, I don't know you. I don't need to know you. Leave me the fuck alone. Like, maybe this is the reason why your channel's not growing because you're annoying as fuck. Jesus. So weird. You can't fix stupid. Correct. I can work with ignorant. Can't work with stupid. A little behind on the live, but you talking about coming for people over your kid. Mine's about to start school, and I swear, let someone bully my kid, I might lose it too. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna feel real bad for someone who like tries to like fight my kid or hurts my kid or something. Tony and I have already talked too. Like it's like we're gonna teach him how to defend himself for sure. But also, we're gonna teach him to not be dumb and to walk away from situations. I love those windows. Need more natural light in my office. Oh yeah, we love all the natural light. These windows are huge. We love how low they go. Love it. Okay, I have to go walk AJ's doggos. So yeah. And then come back up and eat some food. And then What else do I need to do? Oh, I have to film. That's why I look like this. I don't blame you with even with your in-laws not touching your baby. My mother-in-law is I mean, they're not bad. I love my in-laws, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm gonna be like, I feel like I'm gonna be that way with everybody. It's just like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm gonna be like, no, no one touch my child, please. One thing I will need help with is Wig'em. Like that's something like big that I told Tony. I was like, I'm really gonna like need help with him. Like a lot of help. He's like, okay, well maybe we can have like that's something like maybe my aunt or my mom can do and like come over because like they live closer than my parents. So I was like, okay, maybe. And I'm sure they would jump at the chance to to be able to help for sure. His mom's already offered. She's like, I can like come and just stay for 2 weeks. And I'm like, oh no, don't want that to happen. No offense. Like again, I love them, but like boundaries, and I don't want anyone to come here for 2 weeks. We are very much so hermits. We like to be in our own space, and I need to be able to be comfortable and look like a goblin. Yeah. In terms of videos, have you batch filmed a bunch of videos so that you can take a break, or is it going to be like some type of hiatus on your channel? No, so I'm like 2 weeks ahead at this point, and I have to film 3 videos today, and then hopefully I'll be able to do like 3 or 4 tomorrow. And then like mine and Tony's schedule next week, he's like basically working all week, so I'll be able to schedule I think he actually works Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week too. So I'll be able to work every day that week. And if I can get like 3 videos filmed each day, then I'll be like a month ahead, because I'm gonna, the 2 months that I'm gonna be like actually off and like not working at all, I'm gonna post 2 videos a week. So it's gonna be hard though with sponsors though. So it's really annoying because a lot of sponsors like don't let you, like don't give you like approval for stuff like that far in advance. I know Babbel will, but Drift like doesn't send their stuff until like right up to the cusp, which is annoying. Do you like Taylor Swift? Yes, me and Tony love Taylor Swift. You're looking lovely. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Your videos always make my day. Thank you. You could always spread out the release of videos slightly if you need more time. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So right now I'm doing like 3 videos a week. And I think actually starting next week, I'm just going to do 2 a week so that I can be able to spread them out, which sucks. But I mean, I'll be technically making less money, which is awful, but it's fine. I had a question for you when I first started with YouTube, and you took the time to answer it, and I really appreciate, as I know you would have been really busy. I try to help where I can, and like lead you in the right direction. There are people who take that too far, and they're like, well, what about this? What about this? What about this? And it's like, I've answered these questions in a video. Go ahead and watch this video. It should answer all your questions. And there's people who like want you to just like do it for them. And it's like, no, leave me alone. But I definitely try to like help as absolutely as much as I can. But of course, then there's the ones who are like, well, what editing software do you use? Well, it's like, Google it. You can literally Google what most YouTubers use and figure out the answers. That's what I've done. Everything I know about YouTube, everything I know about filming, lighting, production is all from YouTube. They're Googling stuff. I wonder if my clients that work for Amway corporate have downlines too, or is that very rare? It's not very, no, sometimes they will, especially in Amway. Well, we will be here when you're ready to come back. No one is going anywhere. Well, I appreciate it, but when you work for yourself, is Babbel cool to work with? Yeah, they're great. They're pretty awesome. Yeah, and I know people keep saying, well, like, "Oh, well, like, you don't have to post. You can, take it easy." And it's like, "No, I have to post. I absolutely have to, and if I don't, my channel will my channel probably wouldn't be able to survive, um, me not posting at all for 2 months or me not being, like, active for 2 months. So, I have to post, and, um, yeah, I mean, I have to. So, um yeah, I mean, I've said before, being a YouTuber is not sustainable unless I had like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Like, yeah, then I could do that, but I don't. So, yeah, it's crazy how not posting even for a week hurts your analytics. Yep, it definitely does. Definitely does. I mean, yeah, I would still make money, but I would probably make like, if I didn't post for like that first month, I would probably make like $2,000 without any sponsors. And then if I didn't post for a second month, I would probably make like $1,000. So I can't do that. No. Nope. When is your baby due? That is July 20th. Hopefully he will come a little bit earlier though. We can always binge old videos to help views. Yeah, sure, you can. I'd appreciate that. I will have new videos though while I'm on maternity leave, for sure. Yeah, girl, I gotta get paid. Yeah, I gotta pay for this baby. I gotta give this boy the life he deserves. I mean, who knows? He could be like the worst human in the world, but I don't think so. I think he'll be nice. You would make money, but then you'd need a long time to get back to the level that you were at pre-break. Yeah, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Are y'all already looking for a new home? We're kind of taking a break from that for right now. We will probably start the um, process with a builder in, I want to say, late August, or no, like September. I think we're gonna do that in like September-ish, because then that would like line up perfectly, because then like the house would be done by the time we like our lease is up. So yeah, so I think like September is when we're gonna do that. Yeah. Um I had someone comment and they were like, but if immigrants are refusing to work in Florida, then like, how are you going to build a house? And it's like, what? What did you just say? Oh, Lord. Anyways, um, okay. So appreciate you. Love you. And I'll see you. Um, I will have a video going up, Tuesday and Thursday. And I'm going to be doing more like live streams and stuff. Lately though too. Enjoy your walk. I'll try. These little Frenchie boys are crazy. They are insane. You'll see them on my Instagram story. They're fucking crazy. So I got to put my shoes on and go walk them. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye.